Hello, my name is Toby, and I'm going to show you how to host your own servers through PortMapper. Download PortMapper through the description, and you download it by going to the releases page, and then downloading the jar file. If you can't open the jar file, download Java, which you can find right here. Just find your operating system, and then download from there. Windows are down here. Let me open up my version. Let me do this from earlier. So when you have PortMapper open, try connecting. If it doesn't work, go to the PortMapper settings and then select each UNPnP library. Check if one of them works. The dummy router I don't think works, but try these three. If none of them work, then that means your router is not UPnP compatible. Unfortunately, you cannot use PortMapper. So I'm going to save that. Now that I'm connected to my router, I'm going to create a port mapping preset so that I can actually host. So let's go through the description. Let's name it ORRH. And let's add a port. We're going to use UDP because that's how we host. The internal port is most commonly 53640. Just going to use that one. And the external port can be anything that isn't already being used by PortMapper, which you can find right here. And when I mean by used by PortMapper, I mean by the router itself. This also applies to internal port, but that's just that's what most people do. That's what I do. External port, I'm going to name it 13371. Just do that. Save it. Now that I have the preset, I'm going to use it. Now it's being hosted. Now to host, you can keep it as localhost in 53640 because we're hosting through the internal port of 53640, and the IP is a local host, which means it's locally hosting through your computer. So I'm going to click host. Here's the server, and I'm going to join my server. I do this by copying my external address, which is right here. Press copy, go to ROBLOX again, paste the IP, and now I'm going to paste the internal port now, which I'm going to get from here. Internal port is 13371. Now I'm going to join with the same client. Now I'm in the server. I'm going to get someone else to join so I can make sure to show you that people can join. As you see there, one of my friends have just joined the server. I can kill them. Gun on me. If you want to stop hosting, you simply click the port map right here and you click remove. Although from as it seems, it keeps the opening up until you disconnect the server. And if you want to stop it with your router, you can click disconnect. And then that's how you use PortMapper. Although one last thing I want to note, be very careful with the other stuff you might find in the port mappings. There might be other family members who use the router for other stuff. Do not remove their Plex media server. That's just all I want to say. Thank you. Have fun hosting.